Here at Tech Travel Geeks, we like folding stuff. Folding is a really important part of packing when you're about to travel, and it is now starting to be a thing in smartphones. Yes, last year we covered the Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 6 or the Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 6. It's a clamshell foldable, but I've still managed to resist having a full tablet-like foldable up to this point. I was just about to get ready going to Peru for a nice vacation with my wife, Candice, when I reached out to Honor and asked them if they would send me an Honor Magic V5 to review. My thinking was essentially, if I don't take a tablet and limit myself to 2 phones, I get the best of both worlds with a foldable. So I can use the Honor Magic V5 not only to take pictures for the usual Google Translate, Google Maps, all the apps and services you use whilst traveling, but also as an entertainment device, as a tablet for watching videos on flights, for better looking at your pictures before editing them. So Honor very kindly sent me the review device of the Honor Magic V5, and I'm very happy to say that after just over a month of using the Honor Magic V5, I think this is a true flagship device, which only has a few compromises compared to a traditional smartphone like the Honor Magic 7 Pro I purchased earlier this year, but opens up a whole different ergonomic world, which allows you to use a device in many different ways compared to a traditional smartphone. Now, the Honor Magic V5, as I said, is a flagship device. It has all the features of a flagship smartphone when it comes to the chipset. The Honor Magic V5 runs the Snapdragon 8 Elite chip, which is the flagship chip from Qualcomm for the year 2025. The particular device I was sent for review has 16 gigabytes of RAM and 512 gigabytes of storage. There is also a 16 gigabytes of RAM and 1 terabyte of storage, and a more affordable model with less RAM, 12 gigabytes of RAM, and 256 gigabytes of storage. Obviously, which one you choose if you are about to purchase an Honor Magic V5 is up to you, but just remember that the storage is non-expandable, so that should influence your decision making. If in doubt, go for the bigger option, but maybe not the biggest one. It's up to you. Anyway, in terms of chipset, memory, storage, the Honor Magic V5 ticks all the boxes. And that's paired with Honor's Magic OS 9, which is their Android distribution. Essentially, it is Honor's version of Android on top of Android 15. It has its own launcher, which adapts quite gracefully to the larger screen. So you can leave or be in the middle of doing something on the cover screen, which is a very nice 6.4-inch OLED display with punchy colors and good contrast ratio. You can be in the middle of doing something there and then open up the device to get the full tablet or unfolded version. Honor have obviously worked quite hard over the last few years in optimizing this experience. There are a few glitches every now and again when you're opening or rotating as well as opening the tablet, but nothing too invasive and no real impact on the apps that I was using when I saw it. So it isn't perfect, but it's getting really, really good at this point. Honor's software, obviously the Honor Magic OS 9, is able to handle some experiences that you don't get on many other devices, such as having 3 apps open side by side, or being able to use the cover screen as your preview for selfies. That means you use the cover screen of the device and the main camera to take a selfie. There's a slight downside to that. The main camera is an f/1.6 one. That means that it's really good at taking those blurry pictures where you take a good picture of the subject you're focusing on and the background blurs. It has a wide aperture. That's not so great if you're trying to take a group selfie. But in all other conditions, when taking portraits or standard pictures, it is an Honor smartphone and the camera output is very pleasing. The colors are saturated, the overall pictures the Honor Magic V5 takes are great. Now, there's a selection of cameras on the Honor Magic V5. The main one, as I said, is an f/1.6 It has a 50 megapixel sensor and takes binned images when you take your pictures. I've had absolutely no complaints about those. The main sensor is great. It's also paired with a 3x telephoto lens, which allows you to have 3x optical zoom. And with Honor's AI software or AI camera software, allows you to zoom in even further in a lossless manner. It's not exactly optical zoom, but it's good enough. And then there's also a 50 megapixel ultra-wide sensor. So that trio of cameras on the back manages to sit in this really nice frame, which is super thin when opened up. So in normal use, in its closed form factor, the Honor Magic V5 feels pretty much like the Honor Magic 7 Pro that I purchased earlier this year. It has a nice big camera module, big round one in the middle, which doesn't make your phone wobble when you have it on a table on its back. It has those impressive cameras in the casing, but when you open it up, you realize what an engineering feat the Honor Magic V5 is. It is just over 4 millimeters thick when unfolded. And that's particularly noticeable when you're looking at where that USB-C port is. It is barely thicker than the USB-C port that you use for charging and for data. Now, speaking of charging, the Honor Magic V5 is capable of charging at over 60 watts. That means that you can get from 20 to 80% of your battery in just over 20 minutes. Now that is in optimal conditions and provided that you have an Honor Magic charger or supercharger, and it also works with power delivery chargers, as I've tested myself. So I've had no complaints about the fast charging. It works great all the time, and that 5,820 milliamp hour battery lasted me all days, even on days when I was traveling east on long-haul flights, so the days were quite long. Now, battery and power, great. The chipset and everything else tied together by Magic OS is a really good device to use. In terms of flagship experience, as you probably know by watching Tech Travel Geeks videos, the Honor Magic V5 ticks all the boxes, and I don't believe it when people start running benchmarks. I don't think that's representative of everyday use. The Honor Magic V5 has been a great device to use whilst traveling. I took it, as I said, to Peru, and one of the most impressive places where it showed off its camera skills was at Rainbow Mountain. Now, Rainbow Mountain, great place in Chile, with which used to be a seabed, just really challenges the Honor Magic V5 to color saturation and getting lighting right at risk of overblowing a picture. In my experience, it was just point and shoot, and it took very pleasant pictures. And then, if I needed to, being able to edit on that unfolded, almost 8-inch screen, the 7.9-inch screen on the inside, was a very good experience, despite me trying to do it on a very bumpy little minibus. Honor have promised 7 years of software updates for the Honor Magic V5. This, I think, with their claims on testing and the records that the Honor Magic V5 has passed in terms of durability, is testament to the fact they believe this is a product that people will not only purchase, but also use for quite a few years. And that's not surprising, given the price point of the device. Now, as I've said, I was planning on using this for both travel and for using it as a tablet and phone. And if you're not considering buying a separate tablet and a separate phone, that price pretty much adds up to buying a high-end tablet and a high-end phone. So in terms of overall value, yes, it is a very expensive device, but it will probably mean that you won't need to buy a tablet as well. As usual, Tech Travel Geeks have their own opinion, and we're quite happy to share it with you here on the internet. If you want to support us, please do subscribe to the Tech Travel Geeks here on YouTube. We cover consumer electronics, gadgets, accessories, anything we think makes the travel experience better. And in my experience, the Honor Magic V5 did just that. It improved my travel experience in Peru, a country where you're only allowed to take in 2 mobile devices before having to pay taxes on any additional ones you take. So thanks very much, Honor. That worked a treat, and it did actually improve my travel experience. So after just over a month, what are my thoughts? I really like the Honor Magic V5. The feature set is proper top-notch. It is a true flagship device. It's made out of premium materials. It's really well built. That hinge is surprisingly smooth as well as sturdy. It feels good in the hand, and it should do, considering its recommended retail price. Thankfully, if you are thinking of purchasing an Honor Magic V5 at this time, you're likely to be able to find some discounts. We're also coming up to Black Friday, so I'll link in the description to Amazon UK, where you will be able to purchase the Honor Magic V5. If you think you have extra questions around this, do feel free to leave us a comment in the section below. We'll do our best to get back to you. And as usual, thanks for watching if you made it this far. But just to summarize the whole video, it's a thumbs up from me, thumbs up from me. Thanks, Honor. Speak to you soon. Bye.